Welcome to Factly, the place of interesting and unusual facts. Top 10 unusual facts about jellyfish. The jellyfish family is comprised of some of the oldest living organisms on Earth. They are also quite diverse, with the majority of animals belonging to the phylum Cnidaria, which is home to over 10,000 species in total. It goes without saying that they are found in large numbers all over the planet, in both cold and warm water. They are found far below the surface of the ocean, as well as near the top. Many people are terrified to swim near them because of the excruciating agony that their sting may cause. Yet, not all jellyfish are dangerous. Let's jump into the video with number 1. Jellyfish are 98% water. The human body is constituted of 60% water, while the jellyfish is actually made up of 98% water. They may vanish within only a few hours after washing up on the beach. Their bodies quickly dissipate into thin air after they have been exposed to the sun. They have a primitive neurological system that consists of a nerve net, which is a loose network of nerves situated in the epidermis. However, they do not have a brain. In addition to this, they do not have a heart since their gelatinous bodies are so thin. They are able to obtain oxygen through diffusion alone. Number 2. They eat where they poop. Jellyfish do not have separate orifices for feeding or defecating, despite the fact that this may not seem very pleasant to you. They only have one orifice, which serves as both their mouth and their genital opening. The jellyfish is considered to be a primitive or basic species, and the fact that it does not possess a dual hull system, which emerged quite late into the course of evolution, is evidence of this. Despite this, the multifunctional gut opening is being researched in depth all the time. In 2019, researchers made the startling discovery that one species of jellyfish produces a new anus each time it defecates. Number 3. They really aren't fish. It might not be immediately clear from looking at the jellyfish, but these marine organisms are not technically classified as fish. They belong to the phylum Cnidaria and they are invertebrates. As a taxonomic category, they are so diverse that many scientists refer to them collectively as the gelatinous zooplankton. Jellyfish, unlike other types of fish, do not have scales, gills, or fins. They propel themselves through the water by opening and shutting bells on their bodies. Number 4. Jellyfish could be older than the dinosaurs. Because jellyfish don't have bones, finding fossils of them can be challenging. However, there is evidence that suggests these animals have been floating around the oceans of the world for at least 500 million years. In a point of fact, it's highly likely that the jellyfish ancestry goes back even earlier, potentially as far as 700 million years. That is approximately 3 times as long ago as the earliest dinosaurs lived. The state of Utah is home to the fossils of some of the oldest jellyfish in the world, which date back to the time when the whole western region of the United States was covered by the Pacific Ocean. Number 5. They're adapting well to climate change. In contrast to the majority of marine life, jellyfish are thriving in our oceans, despite ocean acidification, overfishing, marine heat waves, and other human influences. Jellyfish don't appear to be as vulnerable to the effects of rising acidic oceans, but corals, oysters, and any marine species that produce shells are thought to be the biggest losers. However, experts anticipate that as climate issues intensify, jellyfish populations will fluctuate between increasing and decreasing. And generally speaking, people anticipate a jellyfish or other organism ratio is far off. For instance, plankton, which requires more oxygen and makes up the majority of the jellyfish's feed, may soon be outnumbered by jellyfish, which are more tolerant to low oxygen situations. Number 6. They are among Earth's deadliest creatures. Nematocysts, which are known as stinging structures, are present in every species of jellyfish. However, the potency of their stings can vary greatly from one species to another. The box jellyfish is perhaps the most poisonous species of jellyfish in the world, A single sting from one of these creatures can be enough to kill an adult human in only a few moments. According to some reports, the venom carried by a single box jellyfish is sufficient to kill more than 60 people. To make matters even more unbearable, their stings cause agonizing pain. In fact, it is thought that the pain of their stings could kill you before the poison does. On the good side, thanks to this information, researchers in Australia have come up with a possible antidote for the stings caused by the box jellyfish. Number 7. Some jellyfish might be immortal. At least one species of jellyfish, the Turritopus nutticurla, has been hypothesized to have the ability to avoid dying. This species has the ability to undergo cellular transdifferentiation in response to environmental stress. This is a process by which the cells of the organism can basically be reborn as new cells. In common parlance, this species of jellyfish is referred to as the immortal jellyfish, and you may find it living in the warm waters of the Caribbean and the Mediterranean. It has a one-of-a-kind capacity for transdifferentiation, and it is a significant area of investigation because it has the potential to shed light on that process which malignant cells can be transformed into non-cancerous cells, such as muscle, nerve, or even skin cells. Number 8. They can have eyes. Jellyfish are capable of seeing, despite their very rudimentary body structure. In a point of fact, the vision of certain animals can be rather complicated at times. To give just one example, the box jellyfish possesses a total of 24 eyes, but only 2 of them can detect color. It is claimed that this animal's complex array of visual sensors allows it to have a complete 360-degree vision of its surroundings, making it one of the few animals in the world that possesses this ability. Number 9. Jellyfish can be tiny or enormous. Some jellyfish are so tiny that they float in the ocean currents almost undetectably. The tiniest have bell discs that range in size from barely half a millimeter to a few millimeters, and they belong to the genera Sterocladia and the Lutheria genus. The lion's mane jellyfish, the Cine capillata, on the other hand, has tentacles that can reach a maximum of 120 feet in length. The enormous Nomura jellyfish, which may dwarf a human diver, is regarded to be the largest jellyfish in the world in terms of weight and diameter. These monsters may weigh up to 440 pounds and have a bell diameter of 6.5 feet. Number 10. They have been to space. In the early 1990s, NASA initiated a program that involved the transportation of jellyfish into space aboard the Columbia Space Shuttle in order to investigate the possibility that it may adjust to living in an environment with zero gravity. Why? It's interesting to note that in order to orient themselves, humans and jellyfish rely on specific calcium crystals that are sensitive to gravity. In humans, these crystals are found along the bottom edge of the inner ear, while in the jellyfish, they are positioned along the bottom edge of their bodies. Researching how jellyfish survive in space can therefore provide insight into how well humans might do in similar situations. Well, I hope you enjoyed these awesome, unusual facts about jellyfish, and we'll see you in the next video.